Yo, what up, guys? I'm just in the parking lot before my periodontist appointment. Don't totally know what that means, but these 2 teeth are fake. And they've got some issues going on, so I'm just waiting. But in the meantime, I got stuff that I want to talk to you guys about. And this podcast episode is going to be all about my tech transitions and how big tech is actually a big wreck. I've been laughing all day. It feels so nice. Good to bring some humor into these podcasts because, I don't know. When I was a Democrat, everything was doom and gloom, and I kid you not, I lost my sense of humor 1000%, and I couldn't laugh at anything anymore because I'd be like, that's so offensive. I'm a victim. But I was listening to Mike Adams today, the Health Ranger Report. Please listen to him. He's great. But he was just saying how, like, people who have faith in God wake up and they think about their blessings, and even though the world is crazy and scary, it's like, we kind of just go on with our lives and are like, well, I'm still alive. I can walk. I have food. So everything's pretty good. And that's how I'm feeling. But so I'm talking about tech transitions because I know that it can be so hard to make changes. Like I'm that person where my iPhone or something will have an update and I won't do it for like months and months and months because I'm afraid that it's going to change something and then I'm going to have to relearn something and I'm going to be confused, and I just like avoid that at all costs. It's why I never would buy a new iPhone. I will never update Instagram or Facebook because I just know that something's going to change and I'm going to be like, oh, I don't like this. Why isn't it just the way it was before? Blah, blah, blah. So I know how comfortable it is to stay the same and to do things that are the same and stay comfortable, but it's gotten to the point where I really do see the need to transition and to make yourself uncomfortable and go learn something new, even though it feels just like it takes a lot of time and energy, and it's just annoying. Honestly, it's just annoying to have to learn new things. But I'm taking this step anyways because big tech is so commie, it hurts. Like, free speech doesn't exist on big tech anymore. My Instagram has been banned 2 different times for no reason. They don't tell me why. My Facebook got all messed up. I couldn't make comments. I couldn't... Something's in my throat. I couldn't make comments or follow people or like posts on Instagram. And even like this podcast I've been listening to, the Health Ranger Report with Mike Adams, so freaking good. Like, it's just a website with a podcast. Not allowed to share it on Facebook. No, not even that. Not allowed to share it in direct messages on Instagram. Literally, it won't let you send the link. Like, what? What world are we living in? I never thought this crap would be happening. But so I'm just talking about the transitions I'm making. Facebook sucks. Instagram sucks. Twitter, I deleted it a long time ago, but sucks. Parler sucks. So I have been making new social media accounts. Not that I've really been using them yet. Which this also sucks because I have just been learning how to do online courses and to market and do everything on Instagram. And now Instagram is shadow banning me so badly. Like, I have over 1,000 followers on my real account. And my stories after 24 hours will maybe get like 100 views. I'm like, what? How is that even possible out of 1,000 people? So yeah, it's like I want to do my online course on Instagram, but I'm getting screwed over by Instagram. So why would I keep doing my business on a platform that doesn't support me and is actually actively working against me? Like, it sucks, but you got to do what you got to do. Like, I just think about the Old Testament story, Exodus, when the Israelites are leaving Egypt, leaving slavery, and the whole freaking time most of them are complaining and like wanting to go back to Egypt because they're used to it and at least they had like food there. So, this is so stupid. Why can't we just go back to slavery? I'm like, that's literally me right now. I'm like, oh, this sucks. Well, let me keep using communist Instagram though. So I'm making the exodus. So finally, I'm making a Gab. I've made a Gab. I believe my username is Madison Palica, MadisonPalica. I made an account on Brighteon.social. That's Brighteon.social. And I have a channel on Telegram. Again, just look up Madison Palica. Already spelled it for you, so I'm not going to do it again. So yeah, I just have some bullet points I was going to go over. The first one is that Brighteon is banned. Literally, it's just this website. It's like a Rumble or a Bitchute, like these kind of alternative YouTube sites. And you can't share on Facebook the Brighteon URL. It's just blocked. You can't share it. I'm also switching because Google is like one of the main communist heads that's blocking everybody. And so I literally just made a Gmail account this year, like trying to get more modernized, get away from my Hotmail and my tcu.edu accounts. So I made a Gmail, like started getting more well-versed in Google Drive and all this crap. And now I'm like, okay, Google sucks. It's communist AF. So I just made a new email address, madisonpalica@protonmail.com. Proton mail, mail.com. Make your own thing there because it's, encrypted? Decentralized? Maybe both. I'm not the best at these tech terms, but I do my best to understand and try to explain it. So Proton Mail, I'm pretty sure it's based in either like Sweden or Switzerland, and it's just a safe platform where you can do what you need to when you're not getting spied on and you're not going to be able to get censored. So I have a Proton Mail email address now. And not only that, but they also offer a VPN, which I don't know what VPN stands for, but basically it's like a secure IP address. And so every time I get on my internet now, it connects through this Proton Mail VPN, which I think shows an IP address from like Sweden or Switzerland. I think it can pull from other countries or something. It shows like a grid with everyone who's using different Proton Mail VPNs. But that way, I think what this has to do with is, again, I was listening to Mike Adams' Health Ranger report, and he was saying that certain states, there's basically going to be a split of, like, Florida's Governor DeSantis. He just introduced regulations on big tech. The picture with the actual regulations are on my phone, but it's things like $100,000 fines per day for censoring political candidates. More transparency. Citizens can actually, I think you can sue big tech if they censor you. There's like actual regulations where you're not allowed to censor people. You're just not allowed to. So states like Florida will probably do that, and there's going to be a free range of information. And then states like California for sure aren't going to do that, and they're going to be slaves because they don't get real information, and the only things that they're fed are the narrative that big tech, big media, big pharma wants you to know and to hear. So it's like there's gonna be free states like Florida and slave states like California. It's like this new modern form of slavery. Modern slavery, it's literally everywhere. There's so many different things, but this is just another form of that. So if you're living in a state like California, you're not going to be able to get on your internet and get free access to all information because it's going to be censored and blocked and have algorithms where you can only get the information they allow you to see. The information that pertains to their fake reality. Not reality, their false delusional reality. So I'm pretty sure if you sign up with something like Proton Mail and you use their VPN, you can get on the internet, and because Sweden or Switzerland or whatever has free internet and no censorship, you're going to be able to use that VPN and actually, though you're living in California, your IP, I could be wrong about this, but I'm pretty sure this is what it is. Your IP is not going through California, so you're not bound by these same restrictions. It's like you're using internet from another country. So you're, one, protected, no one's going to be spying on you, but you can also actually access real information without things being blocked like they are on slave state California algorithms, Google, whatever. So again, if there's like tech people who listen to this and know better than me, and you're listening to what I'm saying and you're like, gosh, she just like has this so wrong, please let me know. I'm trying my best. I'm not great with tech, but I really am trying to stay ahead of the curve. So just let me know. All right, so my next point was the DeSantis regulations. Okay, so I just did this. I didn't actually call. Well, I did. I called Governor Cox twice. And I've done this before about something else. I don't remember what it was. But I called and I just got voicemail. So I left my voicemail and I felt great. So I was kind of expecting that again. And I called and it was actually somebody answering like, hi, where can I direct your call? Twice I did this. I just got really nervous and I didn't know what to say and I hung up. So then I called again trying to get the voicemail and it happened again and I hung up again. So I ended up just sending an email. So I sent an email to Governor Cox and the Utah Attorney General Reyes. So I sent emails to them saying like, hi, I'm one of your constituents. This is my information, like my address, phone number, email. Please get back to me from this request. But I'm bringing to your attention Governor DeSantis's regulations on big tech that he's been introducing. And I request that you do the same for our state so that the power of information and the freedom of speech can be taken away from big tech and given back to we the people. Like, let us talk. Let us share. Let us do what we need to do to have a business. So, you know, I outlined my experience with Instagram and my stuff getting shut down and like this being my source of income. And like I haven't had access to it for almost 30 days now. And this is the second time they try to do that. So I emailed them. I laid out some of the points from DeSantis's regulations saying like this would be great. Please take this into account. I'm requesting that you do this for Utah as well. So please, if you feel as passionately about not being a slave to a false delusional reality as I feel, please get your information, find your governor, find your attorney general, and call them. Maybe actually talk to them on the phone if you're not a little scaredy cat like me. Call them, leave a voice message, or send them an email and ask that they do the same thing that DeSantis is doing, because this is very important. Like, for example, COVID came out, right? And then they started censoring all the things about vitamin C, vitamin D, zinc, HCQ. And that literally killed, I don't know how many people. But think of how many people could have stayed healthy had they had access to that information from credible doctors saying, these are the things that cure COVID. But they censored that and then people died. That's why it's important to have free access to information and to be able to share what you want to share without being shadow banned or fact checked, right? So please do that. Oh, I have another bullet point. What time is it? Okay, I'm good. So I have another bullet point, and it says funny TikTok. My friend showed me this video. Has nothing to do with this, but my friend showed me this video of like this interaction on Facebook Marketplace. Someone was selling something. And someone responded and was like, hey, is this still available? And they said, yes. And the person said, please stop contacting me. And the person said a question mark. And they were like, please stop contacting me. I will contact Attorney General. The dude's like, you contacted me. Oh man, so funny. Anyway. Okay, yeah. Back to the point of this. Going back to the online matrix, so many, actually pretty much all of our social media sites are free. And because they're corrupt and because they're free, they have to do something to make money. Like, they have to have some sort of product. Because their product, like the actual social media site, is free, that's not the product they're selling. So then you have to ask yourself, what are they selling then? And this is your answer. You're the product. Because you use their stuff, you take their quizzes, you post your photos, you post everything about your life, and they use AI to get this whole compiled thing of who you are as a person, your behavior, how much you use stuff, where you buy things from, what you're most interested in, who your family is, if you're a family person, if you like dogs, if you like cats, what your favorite food is, what your political views are, all of these different things. And then they sell that to other people for money, and then they use that information to market to you and basically sell things to you and manipulate you so that you buy things or agree with their legislation or whatever. So yeah, I actually read an article the other day about TikTok catering to certain people, and they would find the people who they thought would be like most prone to violence or whatever, and then they started targeting those specific people and sending them certain TikToks and videos that were inciting violence. And it's like they literally, because they have all of your information, can target you with anything and basically mind manipulate you into feeling certain ways, thinking certain things, but most importantly, acting out certain behaviors. So if you, for example, were looking for somebody who would protest against cutting down trees, you would find the person who matches that profile, like the people who are really tree huggers, maybe they love PETA, maybe they eat vegan, and you would start sending them content about protesting about trees at this certain place. And because you know exactly who you're selling that to and who you're using the algorithm to like shoot those kind of videos to, odds are they're gonna do it. And then you're like, yes, like I literally just triggered a whole movement without people even knowing that they were psychologically manipulated. Also, Parler, I used to use Parler. I asked everyone to follow me there. It was great. And then after the Capitol riot, they got shut down. And not only were they shut down, but I'm pretty sure either Apple or Amazon, maybe both, literally stripped them from like the App Store and from their like server or platform or whatever. So you couldn't even get Parler. And now CEO's Parler was fired. His name was John Matsey. But he was super pro free speech, and now he got fired. So his own company that he built is not his anymore. And that's why you don't take money from from wealthy donors, and you don't let them have a stake in your company, because they can end up literally overruling you and taking over your crap, and you're just out and you're screwed, and your whole business that you made is not yours anymore. So Parler is probably no longer going to be about free speech. It's just going to be another hand of big tech. It reminds me of this woman that my mom used to follow. She had this awesome brand named Gal Meets Glam. And like her creative designer agency, whatever, had money and stake in her company, and then something happened and they ended up taking her brand from her. So they are now Gal Meets Glam, and she doesn't get to be a part of it anymore. So she is just going by her name now, which is Julia Berolzheimer. Like, think about how bad that sucks. No one's gonna know how to spell your last name. They knew you by your brand Gal Meets Glam, but guess what? It's not hers anymore because she got screwed over. So yeah, if you made a Parler account, delete that crap and show them, like, we don't want any piece of this if you're not gonna support free speech. Okay, well, I don't know what time it is. I've been recording for 20 minutes, and I have my appointment here at 3:30, so I'm gonna go. Love you guys. Thanks for listening. Please let me know if I screwed up on any of this. Let me know if you do contact your governors or your AGs. Let me know what they say, if you get any responses, and go free speech. Okay, bye.